Hey guys, it's the Baser 93. Now, this is my second attempt at this video. I've come to a better place to shoot it this time. It's going to be a very basic how-to video on how to get a bike started, get it rolling, get it moving, and that's it. So going from neutral to setting off into first and changing up into high gears. Can't really get into much higher than second or third in this car park, especially with that learner there. So yeah, I'll try my best. Anyway, like I said, it's only a very basic sort of tutorial, whatever. But you know, I'll try my best and see how it goes. So, got my bike and got my kit on. Now, I'm gonna, don't know really how to start this. Well, first of all, I'm gonna explain the mechanism of the clutch, only very briefly, and in very little detail as well. There is I know there is a lot more to it than what I'm just gonna say right now, but you know, like I said, it's only very basic. So, here's your engine and here's your clutch. Now, when you pull that clutch in, it brings the clutch out. So when it's pulled in, it's out, and when you let go of the clutch, it's in. Now the engine spins when the bike's on. The engine's spinning, and then so the engine's spinning around, and as you release the clutch, so you're in first gear, as you release the clutch, as you release on the clutch, this is coming in and it connects with the engine, and then they both spin, hence the wheels spin. Very simple way of putting it. So you've got to find the right, you've got to take it easy, because obviously the clutch is moving. In the case of moving off from first, from a stationary position, the gears here aren't moving at all, and the engine is. So you need to take it, you need to do it so gently so that you can get the gears and the engine connected and for it to spin together. So you got the engine spinning and you got the gears here, and you put them in together, and then they connect and they roll the wheels. So that's sort of what's known as the bite point, where the two connect. So I'll sort of try and show you now. Flick the keys in, keys on. Flick it up. It's in first gear. Just knock it up into neutral. As you can see, the neutral lights come on. So we're ready. As long as the neutral light's on, we're good to go. So we're going to hit the start button. Now the bike's warm, so usually if it was cold, you'd warm it up first before you was going to ride it. I'm not too sure really. I usually warm mine up for about a minute, and then I don't leave it for like 10 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever. I warm it up for about a minute, and then I get riding, because there's parts of the engine which will get hot and parts which will stay cold. So you don't want the parts that are going to get hot before the other parts have had chance to. So you try and warm the bike up, you know, throughout the whole engine rather than just in certain parts. So usually run the bike for about a minute, then get in it and ride it, and the air pushes all the hot air through the engine, and you know, it warms the whole bike up. So I'll just roll out here, try and avoid that learner. Right, so we're good to go. So clutch in, like I said, that's I mean, it's in neutral anyway, but that pulls the gears out, and then down into first. And now I don't really need any gas for this part, because we don't need any gas unless you want to set off quite quick. So I'm just going to leave that fully closed at the moment. Now you can hear the engine as I release the clutch, and you can hear the gears going into the engine and it actually slowing the whole engine down whilst the gears catch up to the same speed. And eventually, when they've matched speed, then the bike will start rolling. And I'll show you this now if you just listen to the engine. Also the revs drop a little bit as well. It's a bit hard to show that, but here it goes anyway. Here the revs drop down to about 1k, now they're back up to about 2. The bike's rolling just from releasing the clutch. I don't really want to mess up that learn at the moment. So that's just engaging the clutch without any gas. As you can see, no gas, and the bike actually rolls. So if you want to engage it with gas, obviously you put the gas on. Now usually when I set off and I'm, I don't really want to, rag my bike back too much just throughout the towns. I usually bring it up to about 3.5 revs, about this high, and then release on the clutch, still very slowly, and then sure enough, the bike starts a bit quicker than it did. So that is a very simple tutorial, or just about getting the bike rolling and engaging the clutch. Just very slowly. You feel the rev start to drop, so you release it even slower, even slower, even slower. Then you can fully release the clutch, and you've got no gases as well. I guess I could show you shifting up quickly on this road. It's a pretty quiet road, I think. So again, just up to about 3k and release the clutch. Just going to signal out here. So again, about 3k, and then usually it can vary depending on how fast you want to accelerate to when you shift up. So I'm just going to go to about 4.5, clutch in and let off the gas, kick the gear up in second, and again just release clutch slowly just so it doesn't jolt, else this is usually what happens if you let go of the clutch too quick. I didn't do that time, but usually it will jerk. It's not really what you want for a smooth change. So you're rolling, and obviously I've got gas on now, so as soon as I pull that clutch in, I'm going to push the throttle forward like that. So clutch in, throttle off, kick up in second, and then I'll release the clutch, and as I'm releasing the clutch slowly, I'll put back on the gas again. If you drive a car, it's the same, but it's the same apart from use your hands. So again, on the gas, and if you want to accelerate harder, you just do it, but with high speeds. And eventually you'll get the right balance between letting the clutch off and or letting the clutch out, or sorry, bringing the clutch in and letting the clutch out. You'll find the right balance for pulling the clutch in and letting it out, and the amount of gas that you usually need. It will come to you naturally, but that's really a very simple, so what, 10 minutes on really how to get the bike going and get it rolling and changing gear. I hope it helped. I know it's very basic, and my sort of way of explaining things were very basic, but so that's what it really was, just a very simple intro to get the bike started. And shifting up, like I said, it's easy. So you go in, you got gas on, you pull the clutch in, and as you pull the clutch in, you let off the gas. So it's like clutch in, gas off, clutch in, gas off, and then obviously when you've let off the gas and you've pulled the clutch in, you've let off the gas, then you shift up, kick it up in second, release slowly, and as you're releasing that very slowly, you pull on the gas again. Like I said, very simple, but hopefully it has helped a few people. Learner next to me. I'll just move out of the way. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my next video, which I'm undecided on what to do yet. So yeah, stay tuned, and I'll catch you next time.